Hi, my name is Rahul Srivastav and I once again welcome you all in this episode. In this episode, we are going to discuss and learn something upon UDIN. Yes, that is Unique Document Identification Number, which is used by practicing chartered accountants, or you can say full-time chartered accountants. So, let us straight away start our video in detail. So friends, first we'll understand what is UDIN. So as I said, it's a 18 digit. What is it? Let me write for you. It's a 18 digit. It's a 18 digit system generated unique number which is used for every document which is either certified or attested by practicing chartered accountants. Now how does it looks like? So I'll give you a brief about it. How does it looks like? Let me change it for you. So it somehow looks like 20. Suppose this is 21 and suppose this is 127543. This would be something like SYBNPS, and last there would be something numerical character like this. Now this is just an example to show you what is UDIN. It's an 18, as I said, it's a 18 digit system generated unique number. And how does it looks like? So it looks like something like this, and the meaning of this is what we are going to bifurcate now. So this generally denotes the current year. This denotes the current year. This denotes the ICAI membership number. Now, this particular thing generates the randomly generated alphanumeric combination. Okay, now since you understood this, why was it introduced? What was the need for introducing UDIN? So there were cases where financial documents or certificates which were being attested by the third person were sometimes, or you can say many a times, were getting represented by some forged people, or you can say it was represent some people were representing themselves as chartered accountants, and they were signing on behalf of CAs, because that particular time there was no UDIN, so there was no way you can verify the genuineness of that particular attested document unless and until you either call them or you go or meet them in person. So because of these complaints of signing of the CAs was getting increased, that forged documents are being signed. So to curb such malpractices, ICAI then came out with an innovative concept of UDIN. Okay, so now you understood why was it introduced. Now there are two parts. Part 1 is for how to generate the UDIN, and part 2 will be how to view the generated UDIN. So since I am preparing this basically for our banker community or fraternity, I am not going to go into details of part 1, that is how it is being generated, because it is specifically for those people who are chartered accountants or practicing chartered accountants. So we are only going to see how to view the generated UDIN, or how to verify the genuineness of the UDIN which has been generated. So what you can do is, you can simply go to the website of UDIN and you can simply type udin.ica.org in Google. Now once you click on that page, first page, you will be redirected to this particular screen, wherein you can see here there are two parts: member login, and second is for authorities, regulators, banks, and others. So since we are going to see as a banker, we are going to verify the UDIN, we'll simply click on this UDIN, and then we need to simply input the following details, like name of the authorities or banks or others, whatever the case may be. You need to input that particular field, your mobile number, your email ID, and then that particular UDIN which you are able to see in the printed document or the soft copy, whatever the case may be. And then once you click on captcha, an OTP would be sent to you your mobile number. Just type that OTP and then a new screen will pop up, you can say, will get open, and it will ask you to submit that. Now once you submit, you will be able to verify the genuineness of that particular UDIN. Okay, now this is how we are going to verify the genuineness of the UDIN. Now so what are the mandates of UDIN? I mean, for what particular documents this UDIN suppose has to be generated mandatorily? So friends, first and foremost is for certificates. Now for certificates, it was made mandatory with effect from 1st of February 2019. So post this, all the documents which were generated or all the certificates which were generated has to be mandatorily signed with UDIN number. Under that, there were 36 options. There were 36 options to choose from. Okay, there were 36 options to choose from where UDIN number has to be generated. Second was under GST and tax audit report. GST and tax audit reports. Now this was made mandatory with effect from 1st of April 2019, and under this subsection there were 33 options that needs to be chosen from, and the third option was audit, assurance and attested functions. Under this, it was made mandatory with effect from 1st of July 2019. So under this section, 22 options were there that needs to be chosen from. Okay, now I'll show you simply what are those options which has been made mandatory by the UDIN. See, there are almost 36, as I said, there are 36 options wherein you can see unique document identification number is mandatory. You can see the clause mandatory for certificates containing financial information to certify as accurate and fair. So a registered member must select the certificate they will issue from drop down. So important is like certificate released by statutory auditor of banks, no certificate of capital contribution or certificate of net worth, then sources of income certificate, then all these important certificates released under LLP Act and claim under GST, then net worth certificate for bank guarantees, certificates of net worth required for bank finances, for study loan, and then certificate of turnover, certificate of working capital or net working capital and others, etc. And then 1st July 2019, as I said, it was made mandatory to obtain a UDIN number for below certificates. Like important ones for bankers, from bankers perspective, are audit of forensic nature or stock audit report, revenue audit, credit audit, internal or current audit, and reports on valuation as well, and some other points as well you need to have a go through. So for bankers, from bankers perspective, especially when we are working in the field, so for us, what are some important documents that needs to be looked for? As I discussed already, the previous documents, and apart from that, whenever a customer submits us the audited balance sheet, profit and loss statements, then also we need to check that audited balance sheet, then profit and loss statement, that also we need to check. Then GST and audit reports, GST and tax audit reports, as we discussed earlier. So for all these things, UDIN generation is mandatory. So while working in the field, we need to be very careful so that we assure ourselves about the genuinity of the documents which has been generated by the chartered accountants. So please don't keep this video with yourself. Try to spread this to the maximum groups so that everyone gets benefited, so that everyone gets learned, and the knowledge is being shared. I hope this video was useful to you. If you like my initiative, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for latest updates. Till then, take good care of yourself and bye bye. Thank you for watching the video.